grotesque, eerie, and artistically gory, Dead Space is an unpleasantly brilliant survival horror video game. Developed by Visceral Games and released in 2008, Dead Space brings nail-biting horror and a grandiose style that was not particularly popular at the time, but unique enough to help develop an incredibly original narrative. The story is set in the year 2058 and stars Isaac Clarke, an engineer that volunteers to investigate a distress signal coming from the planet cracker starship, the USG Ishimura. But the recovery crew would soon find themselves stuck on the Ishimura as well, with hordes of grotesque monsters known as necromorphs. While trying to find a way to get off the Ishimura, Isaac will come across audio and text logs that detail just what exactly took place on the ship prior to the beginning of the game. Dead Space has always been one of my favorite video games, but I never got around to completing the game until last year. That's 6 years after the game released, but even though time has passed, Dead Space's beauty hasn't faded. The slow, cautious movements of Isaac, eerie background sounds, and yes, even the jump scares heighten the experience brought about by Dead Space. But what I believe brought a knockout punch to the game's overall appeal was its protagonist, Isaac Clarke. Isaac isn't a 250-pound marine birthed in Valhalla, ready to take on swarms of necromorphs. He isn't a cliché action hero. No, Isaac Clarke is you. And I don't mean to state that in some philosophical way or anything. He's just a basic video game character armed with a basic weapon like a plasma cutter with 10 rounds of ammo. Yes, over time you can upgrade your rig and pick up even more badass weapons, but what's fun about Dead Space is that you are this bland, pasty character with human qualities in the depths of space, surrounded by creatures that can pop out from the dark at any given moment. You are truly alone, and the psychology of this, which we've touched on in the past, is what gives rise to an incredibly enjoyable video game. But the game can't just do well with a unique character. Dead Space brings its treehouse of horror in the form of the Ishimura, an enormous planet cracker class ship capable of mining entire planet cores. The Ishimura is the perfect playground for this survival horror. What heightens the effect even more are classic horror story devices, such as voice recorders and text logs scattered around the Ishimura, only adding more suspense and thrill. In addition to this is Dead Space's intriguing story. From the alien markers, the Church of Unitology, and even the necromorphs, Visceral Games developed a meticulous narrative on an aliens kill everyone trope. The necromorphs are loud and in your face, while the humans are also frighteningly psychotic and deceptive. Dead Space cleverly places the player in a shoot first, think later, and trust no one mood from the beginning. Dead Space isn't a perfect video game. It's disgusting, it's horrifying, and shockingly brilliant. If you have not had the chance to explore the dark corners of Dead Space, I highly suggest you do. If you have any questions or would like to discuss what you enjoyed or disliked about this video, please leave a comment down below. And if you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to this channel to help our writers survive a necromorph outbreak. Until next time, happy gaming.